lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense run.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Might be calling a hot route. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, it's King. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. Guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The RPO, it's complete. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's King. He's got the tight end. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moving away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that saddle.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll pull it down and run. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Rutherford. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's King. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Quick pass trying to get to the marker. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his side.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, it's Sellers. On the run, still looking. Pulls it in, it's Bennett. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throwing right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the...
Looking for the end zone. And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Dropping back, it's King. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off.
Going downfield for the big play. Got it inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.